All right, lastly, we have graphing. So I chose E because E, in order to graph it, we need to find the zeros. For 7, I want you to graph using end behavior and turning points and zeros. So for E, we have to factor in order to find those zeros. So factoring, we say GCF, which is x, and that comes out, and we're left with x squared minus 3x minus 4. And now that we have this trinomial where the first degree is twice as much as the middle degree, we know that we can say first times last, that adds to be the middle. So we're thinking what multiplies to give us this negative 4, but adds to give us negative 3. And I'm going to break my factors, and I know that x minus 4 and x plus 1 would be my factors, because negative 4 times 1 is negative 4, and negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. So my zeros are going to be 0 from that first x, 4 from the middle, and negative 1. Now I have to talk about my end behavior. I'm going to look at my lead coefficient, which is 1, and that's positive. I'm going to look at that degree, which is 3, and that's odd. I know positive people bring me right side up, and odd means opposite, so left is going down. Turning points is going to be my degree, which is 3, minus 1. So my turning points are 2. So I'm going to graph this, and I want a 0 at 0, a 0 at negative 1, and a 0 at 4. So here's 4. I know my arrows are going to be down and up. So I'm going to go through all my zeros, and here's the sketch of my graph. I could label this my x-axis and my y-axis. And that's it. Hold tight and I'll sketch the rest of these graphs so you could see what they would look like also. All right, here are those other graphs. So take your time and look over them. For C, I made an XY table and plotted the points -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, or I substituted those values in to find what Y was to get a more accurate graph. All right, you guys, this wraps it up. Study up, learning objectives are due, so is your homework on page 131. See you in class tomorrow. Be ready to pass this test.